I'm a boss. How am I not a boss? I can go turn a whole state on. A whole state. I could light it up. Change the demographic of a whole state from a pull-up. I grew up in Compton, so it was naturally stuff to get into. But my pops would set me down like, hey, I'm not coming to get you. I'm not putting up my house. I'm not digging in my pocket, and I'm not using my money to bail you out. He said, so whatever you doing, make sure you make enough money to get bail, a lawyer, and you comfortable sitting in that cell. He said, because I'm not coming to get you. He said, so whatever decision you get ready to make when you walk out of there with your homeboys, know that you might have to sit in that box. He said, so be comfortable out there and don't call my phone. So that stuck with me my whole life. Like,
he meant it.
He meant it. Like
How old were you?
What, when I had this conversation? Probably 13, 14. This is when I first started getting into real trouble. What, when I turned 18, first time I went to jail, I told him I went camping.
You told your father that?
I told moms and pops I went camping. Told them it was a camping trip. I got locked up for battery. I caught a battery case. They gave me 3 months. Just so happened that the 3 months that I had to do was over the summer. So my moms and pops used to drop me off at a friend's house who had a RV parked in the driveway. So I'm like, damn, what am I gonna tell my pops? I was like, all right, I'm gonna tell this nigga. He keep dropping me out. He was like, what they going? They going camping or something? I said, perfect timing. I said, yeah, I'm gonna go with them. I said, they going up to the mountains. They got a cabin and all that for the summer. I said, is it cool if I go? I'm like, I don't care. I was like, cool. I was like, all right, I'm gonna do that. So then a little time went by. I had to come up with a way to tell him because I had to go to court. I didn't have no car at the time, so I had to drive his car. He wasn't letting me drive my car because he found bullets in the car. So he's like, you doing drive-bys in my car? You can't drive my car no more. I'm like, shit. So I know,
LA shit.
I know I gotta go.
Parent to be concerned about.
Yeah, for sure. So I know I gotta go to court. So I'm like, damn, I'm gonna get to court. So I was gonna steal a car. I was like, I'm gonna just steal a car, go to court. I'm like, nah.
Steal a car to go to court for your battery charge.
Crazy, huh? So I'm like, nah, I can't knock no car. I was like, let me just get Pops to take me. I was like, let me tell him I'm going on a job interview. That'll get him. It's like, hey, Pops, man, got a job interview, man. Take me out to Orange County, job interview. It's like, you know, he ain't gonna turn it down. Boy, about to get a job. Shoot me out to Orange County court building. He's like, man, that's a courthouse. I said, yeah, man, it's a government job. I said, this is what they got you doing the little training and stuff. So I'm thinking I will go to court between 8 and 12. I didn't make the 8 to 12, man. I didn't go to court till 4 o'clock, man. Pops was sitting out there till 5 o'clock. Said he came up in the building like, man, this is a court building. It's a courthouse. I don't see where he doing no type of training at. So a little time went by. So he like, man, what happened? I was like, yeah, I got the job. You know, I think I got the job. They're going to call me back later. So in between that time, I got locked up. Went on my camping trip. They found out I was going camping. I was calling home collect. Later on when the bill came, said Orange County Municipal Jail on it. And my mom was like, you was in jail?
Wait a minute. You was in jail that whole time, and they didn't know until you got home?
They didn't know till I went to jail, got out of jail, came home. They thought I went camping. Everything was cool. They didn't know till the phone bills started coming, and they looked at them. Because at first, like the first couple of months, I wasn't even calling. I was like, I ain't gonna call, I ain't gonna do nothing because I don't want nothing. But it got kind of towards the end in time, like, you know, they was like, man, I was telling some dudes some older cats who was in there, they was like, man, you gotta call home, bro. Like, you can't. I'm like, they think I'm camping. They like, nah, you still just, they like, just call them and tell them you okay, give them a little camping story or something. I mean, I did it, it worked. I made it home.
Wildest shit I ever heard.
Yeah, it was wild. Hey.
Niggas in LA normally do shit like that. Because we can't carry that shit in Harlem.
Yeah, that shit.
New York, you can't say, yeah, I'm going camping. You going camping? What the fuck is you talking about, nigga?
It's crazy at the time. You gotta talk to my pops because it's crazy, but that shit really happened.
That is
exactly
fire.
Like that.
That is fire. So you grew up in LA, Compton. Meech is from Southwest Detroit. Meech is a year younger than me. So how did somebody basically like a damn near like a decade between you from the other coast, from like he's from the Midwest, you from the West Coast. How did y'all come together?
Through Bleu. Him and Bleu was doing music together, and Bleu seen we had a lot of the same common interests and wanted to put us together. Cause I really didn't want to meet him. He was like, man, come over and meet these niggas. I'm like, man, I don't want to meet nobody else. None of your friends. Cause he was in them Hollywood circles, but you know when you get in them circles, man, them dudes be weirdos and strange, bro. So I seen that at a young age. You know, Bleu been around them dudes at a young age, so I had money then. So to take me around them was comfortable because I fit what was going on, but I wasn't comfortable. So when it came to meeting him, it was just like another one. I was like, nah. He like, nah, you different. Like, this nigga real, he like us. I'm like, nah, nigga. He's like, man, just come through, fuck with me. Went over there and started fucking with him, and we had the same bad habits, smoking weed, and just chilling. And I think that just locked us in together.
Yeah, weed has been the basis of a lot of great friendships.
And like two Indians in a little circle, that was us. Like we'd smoke some weed up. He told me he was a hustler, but you know, I'm from LA. It's a bunch of hustlers out there, so it didn't really mean nothing to me. It was okay, that's cool. It's just that's your friend, but I ended up just going over there. Cause I mean, you know, we was hanging out. I just ended up.
Coming over from the West Coast too?
No, he was. Meech was staying in Gardena. He was staying in Gardena at the time, so it was 5 minutes from where I live. So it was like just come through, and I went through one day, and it was just comfortable. Like it was chilling how I was chilling around the corner. So I was serving at the time, so I would shut down the block when the sun went down. So I just started going over there. When the sun go down, I'll go over there, smoke with them, chill for a while. And from there, we just built a relationship and got real cool. I never really considered getting involved with his. It was just really an honest friendship. Like, we was just really cool. Like, I would fly out of town and hang out with him for parties and stuff like that. But in the midst of that, my car got stolen out his driveway. And he was trying to get me to be like, fuck that car, nigga, you ain't gotta worry about that. I'm more or less, man, I gotta get back to the house and get my shit back together. And he was like, look, man, stay right here and I can show you how to get that and some more. And he said you could go back home and do it your way. So I'm like, nigga, I'm gonna go home and do it my way, man. This is your shit. You know, I like the way you live, that's cool, but I'm cool. So I was like, nah, man, I'm cool, I'm gonna go on home. So, you know, them Indian circles, sitting there smoking, powwowing, got the conversation back up, and eventually he was like, man, just stick around here, nigga, I'll show you the world. Nigga, it's bigger than what you think. And the conversation was real, like, nigga, it's more to it than just LA. In my mind, I knew I was trapped. And I knew by the things that I was seeing by hanging with him that it was more to it than what I was seeing. And I wanted to see. So I'm like, let's go.
Did you have any idea of what level, at what level he was involved?
I mean, your street common sense can see what level by the things you see around, the houses, the cars. You can see what level a person is on, so you can judge it from there. That he was definitely on a level above me, definitely.
This is 99?
I met him in 98. I say I started going places with him in 99.
Why did Atlanta become the base?
It wasn't really a base. I think the government, the police labeled it our base. It was just a place we came to have fun. And it just became the place where everybody seen us. So you would label it our base, but it was no base. Because we moved from everywhere. We'd stay here 3 months. We stay there 4 months. We stay over here 6 months. There was no base. It was, where do you feel like being right now? Like, let's go here for a while. Let's lay right here. Or let's go lay our head over here for a while. But on the outside looking in, it's, oh, they're always here partying. No, this is just the most comfortable, beautiful place to party. Why not come here? It's relaxed, it's laid back, the party scene is beautiful.
Indeed.
So what better place to go and show your ass and spend that money than Atlanta? So your mind state from the outside looking in is, this is their base. This wasn't no base, this is where we came to party at. That's because, I'm gonna tell you where that came from. That came from, I forgot where we was at, but somebody started calling me, hey boss, man, something boss. Like, nigga, don't call me boss, nigga. It's like, all them niggas over there is bosses too. You're like, why you sitting there calling me boss? And it filtered, I think that's where the we all bosses started at, is because he just, like, nigga, you ain't about to be calling me boss. Like, nigga, I ain't your boss, nigga. Everybody in here boss, we all bosses. And if you looked at what we was doing, we was all bosses. Because everybody ran their own situation. From the outside looking in, you would see one man and a crew, because that's how your average drug organization or drug crew is laid out or depicted. It's the nigga who gets the plug and then he sells it to his friends, and there it is. Well, your average drug crews are citywide. We were nationwide, which means that each individual had more control than what you would do in your city. Sure. So therefore, I could run a state, or he could run a state, or you could run a state now, because now it's enough work to run states. We're beyond hoods. Hoods is 10 packs, 20 packs, 30 packs. We hundreds, 200s, 1,000. So I'm beyond a worker. I'm a boss. How am I not a boss? I can go turn a whole state on. A whole state. I can light it up. Change the demographic of a whole state from a pull-up.